Hey guys, it's Luke, and welcome to this week's vlog. Well, today is April the 21st, which means to Australians, it's the day that Mortal Kombat is unleashed to the unwashed masses. And so here I am, just to open up the video, just for some wank factor, here at the Adelaide studios, where Mortal Kombat was filmed.
Wins. You f***ing beauty.
It did have its premiere on Sunday here in Adelaide at Marion Cinemas. Okay then. Getting a production like this to all places South Australia is actually a pretty big deal. It's the largest production that I believe that we've made in this state to date. Now for me, Mortal Kombat actually has two bits of history to it, really. The original Mortal Kombat film was the first, I guess you could say, grown-up movie that me and my brother were allowed to see. Granted, we had to see it with our stepdad, who quite frankly was quite mean.
My stepdad's not mean, he's just adjusting.
No, he wasn't adjusting. He was. Anyway, that's a completely different video. So yeah, Mortal Kombat, the first grown-up movie that me and my brother were allowed to see. So tonight, me and my brother are gonna go see it in the same cinema complex together. Just a bit of a hit of nostalgia now that we're two grumpy old men. But the second part of the history was growing up, I was sure that I was going to be an actor. I took drama classes, singing, dancing classes. But then we took a vacation, and one of those stops in the vacation was to Orlando, Florida, where there's this magical land of wonder and enchantment called Walt Disney World. And inside Walt Disney World, there's another smaller land of enchantment and wonder called Disney's MGM Studios, or so it was called at the time. And I will forever call it Disney MGM Studios. While there, they have exhibitions where you're allowed to go and see how movies are made. They have an attraction. They have like the backlot tour, as it was back then. But they also had actual working studios. And one of the productions working on there at the time was a little well-known TV show called Mortal Kombat Conquest.
You're finished.
Now, up to that point, I was so sure that I was going to be an actor. I loved drama, I loved acting. I was a drama queen. I'd dress up, do my own shows with my toys and stuff.
Genie, I wish for you free. Oh, so that's how it is. What do you mean? So, you want to get rid of me? Oh, wait, sorry. So, you want to get rid of me? Just like that? Like yesterday's trash? Genie, you know I love you.
But walking onto this set for this TV show, it was, here was 13-year-old me thinking, wow, this technical stuff is incredible. And that kind of put the seed in my mind of, I want to be on the other side of the camera and do that. So, yeah, so Mortal Kombat, first grown-up movie. And the thing that made my brain go, how does a camera work? Why does the sun shine? No, but yeah, and now to have this production, which unfortunately I missed out on being part of, which I'll probably never forgive myself for. Because, you know, in those years after, life happens and kind of pushed me further back from my dream of being a filmmaker, which I'm trying to correct now. But yeah, the production the two historic things in my life happened in South Australia of all places. And tonight, me and my brother, we're off to see it.
Later that night.
And magically it's night time and I have my brother in the car. Hi, Mark.
Hey.
Cool. So, you're excited for Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, it's alright.
I was telling everyone before that it was our first grown-up movie that we got to watch.
Yep, we were like 11 and 12.
Oh, and there was the gate there. I'm keeping that in. That's funny. Anyway.
We were about 11 or 12, and it was like MA15.
Yep.
And we went with our stepdad. He didn't seem impressed with the movie choice because I don't think he knew what it was that we were going to see, even though it was called Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Which implies obviously people fighting to their death. He was quite not pleased with us.
Do you remember how we used to judge how good a movie was that we saw?
Oh, how quickly he would fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. he was out within 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be fun to see it. It's a bit of a nostalgic throwback because we're going to the same cinema we saw it at.
Yep.
That's kind of nice.
It's nice that it's still open.
Still exists. I'm a little skeptical about the movie though. Like as you know, well, those of you who are watching might not, but the movie was filmed entirely in the state that we live in.
Yep.
And I don't know how I'm going to have that detachment to the movie. Like, you watch movies and it's okay because it's somewhere you don't know, but I'm going to be looking at it and recognising things not on purpose. And
yep.
I don't know. I hope not, anyway. I hope they've done it well enough so that I don't, but it'll be fun. It's going to be... Look, it can't be worse than the first one.
No, it can't be worse than the second one either.
Second one was pretty good.
Really? You liked the second one?
Everything except for the claymation.
Alright.
I thought was pretty good.
That's fair.
And this is the thing, right? Like, we grew up playing Mortal Kombat on the Sega, and sometimes on the Genesis. I mean, on the...
PlayStation?
On the PlayStation.
So I had 3 Ultimate on the PlayStation.
You had 3 Ultimate. And, to see it on the cinema, as crap as it was, for an 11 and 12-year-old boy, like, it's pretty amazing.
Yep.
You watch it now and it's the worst. But you got to take it on face value when you see it.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to just watch it through the eyes of 11 or 12-year-old boy.
I'm hoping that too. I mean, I reckon it's going to be ultra gory. It's got to have a level of camp to it because it's Mortal Kombat.
It's a game, right? What successful game movies are there? Not many.
No.
Not many. And Ubol, like if it's Ubol, like we're in trouble. I don't think it is.
It's not, thankfully. Well, as you're saying, like, Mortal Kombat is made in South Australia.
Yep.
So one of the ideas for one of my future vlogs was probably going to be a location video.
Do a side-by-side comparison.
Yeah.
As close as you can get. You know how, like, they marry up photos with, like, photos from the 1920s to, like, today?
Yeah.
And you try and get it as close to accurate as possible?
Yeah.
That's what you should do with this. Like, you get a scene from the movie, it's still shot, and you get there. Like, you don't have to act to pose it out. Yeah, you're supposed to be going to the...
Yeah.
I don't know where you're going, man. You get as close as you can get in terms of the scene for scene shot. You don't have to act it, you don't have to put the costumes on, but like scenery.
Scenery, yeah.
Get as close as you can get.
No costumes, just photos and scenery. Who is your favourite Mortal Kombat character?
Luke.
You always would play as Liu Kang.
Yeah, but it was Liu Kang because I knew all the moves.
Exactly.
Forward punch, forward high punch, forward low punch, forward kick, and then you'd hold down, back and block.
Yeah.
And then you'd let go, or down, back, and then like low kick. And then you'd let go after 5 seconds and you do the bicycle kick. Yeah.
But as a character, who would you say is your favourite?
Oh, Raiden was pretty badass. I did always enjoy the mythology behind like Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I thought that was always pretty good.
Scorpion.
It's probably Raiden or Jax. Like I love Jax, especially when he got to Metal Arms. I thought that was pretty badass.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mine think Shao Kahn and Scorpion are definitely my 2 favourites.
Mm-hmm.
I'd always play as Kintaro.
Yep.
Because that would just be simple down, up, down, up, down, up, and I'd defeat you in like seconds.
Yeah, but I started to counter you with that with fly kicks. Jump kick, you know, if you've got a repeat game, I've got a repeat game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mortal
And then
Kombat.
you'd get me in the corner and just go to town on me. I wouldn't be able to
Don't
move.
say that on the internet.
Okay. He wouldn't go to town on me. No.
No, that has many meanings.
Yes.
We didn't do that.
All right. Well, we're here. Let's get out of the car.
Right, yeah, leave the camera in the car.
Get over here! Rated R.
Ah, well, that was deliciously violent in all the right ways, wasn't it?
What was?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty good. Lots of blood, surprisingly. But I didn't realise it was R18.
Oh, you didn't?
No. It was R18, everyone, and there was lots of blood. Lots of fatalities.
I think, yeah, an R18 rating well earned.
Yeah.
Especially Josh Lawson dropping, 3 F-bombs every 20 seconds?
You wouldn't, yeah, like it's not MA, definitely.
Yeah.
So,
And yeah, I reckon MVP, Kano.
Kano for sure. Kano for the win. But that's Australian bias. Like, he was definitely Australian.
Yeah, no doubt about
No
that.
doubt about it.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Rate it. It was good.
You rate it? You still say that?
Yeah, there was a couple of things, you know, those things I was worried about didn't really affect me much. Like thinking about where they were and where they were filming didn't really get into me much.
Just kept jumping around, didn't they? Same locations all the time.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, it was well done, South Australia. You really showed that we have a diverse places to film. I don't know.
I had nothing to do with the making of the movie. However, hopefully my tax dollars did play part in making this film a reality. No, and also I thought like it definitely played way more into the game mythology than any other kind of Mortal Kombat thing we've seen.
Yeah, definitely. Like the first one tried to be its own thing.
Yeah.
Whereas this, definitely taking from the game mythos rather than
And you know, in the age of superheroes, it's a lot more believable that they have powers, right? Like that they have to unlock these powers. And that was kind of way more believable than just the one fireball Liu Kang did. Well, you're not even sure if it was a fireball in the original. Like he kind of hits him and there's a bit of a flash. You're like, oh, maybe it was a fireball.
Nah,
Maybe it was a static shock. Like you don't know. But definitely much more believable in the age of superheroes that these guys can do stuff.
absolutely. So if you can, go see it.
It's alright.
Well, if you're over 18, go see it.
They check for ID.
They do.
Not us, but they check people.
Yeah, it was the beards, wasn't it?
It was the beards who got away with it.
Yeah. All right. Well, until next time, guys. Bye now.
See my vlog. No, I'm just like, I don't know how to do camera stuff.
Just talk.
Yeah.
I think that's how we do this thing. Is we just look at the camera and we talk.
I don't think I've looked at it once, maybe, in the corner of my eye.
So half the time I find myself looking at the monitor and not the camera.
Yeah. But yeah, welcome to my vlog, everyone. I'll be starting a 12-part series.